right there, it talks about the Lions keeping 6 or 7 receivers. If I can remember off the top, obviously Amara, Jameson, Tim, Khalif, Tesla, that's 5, or Isaac. And then you got this Jackson guy, who was Darius Smith's cousin or nephew or something like that. And then you got Dominic, who got injured. So they basically saying that they can keep 7 guys. Then that means they won't keep 3 quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing about it. You look at the linebacker room, you got Alex, Jack, Derek, the Grant Stewart guy. Well, that's 4, and then you probably gonna have Rodriguez come back at some point, and Zach Cunningham. So you got 6 linebackers. You got 3 starters, two backups. The thing about that as well too is really most of the time they in nickel coverage anyway. So more than likely you probably just need 5 or 4 linebackers because a branch can drop down and But let's say they keep that. But check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe. Make sure my shit on. So hard to see. Subscribe to the channel, man. So, probably somebody going on the practice squad. I can probably see them keeping 6 receivers, especially with Khalif being able to handle kick returns. Most people say, "Oh, get rid of Tim Patrick and put Isaac in there, Isaac Tesla." And I mean, one thing about Isaac Tesla, and one thing about the Lions too, before I get to that point, injuries. A lot of injuries, and then another thing about it is Tim Patrick is battle tested. He battle tested, but I mean, if you feel, Jackson Meeks has been phenomenal from what I've been seeing. So, it's hard to get away. Dominic Levick, I think they're both from Georgia. He been tearing it up from the slot. It's a great, it's an interesting debate. So more than likely, probably Levitt off if he get healthy enough and come back. Somebody said Jackson Meeks got injured too, but if Levitt get healthy enough to come back, he probably end up on a practice squad. I know they lost Isaiah Williams to the Bengals on the practice squad, and they might rock out with 6. They might rock out with 6, and that's good to be deep at that position. Yeah, I feel like it's good to be deep at that position. So yeah, they might rock out with 6. I don't have an issue with it. But yeah, Levitt is more that slot guy. Seem like I could be wrong. Jackson's more as one guy's kind of bigger, 6'2", bigger guy. So yeah, you got St. Brown that like to come out the slot. He's been proven he worked more on the outside, but more people see him, a lot in the slot. Khalif more of a slot guy. Khalif more of a slot guy. Outside, you got Tim, you got Isaac, you got J-Mo. So really, if you really had to pick that last guy, because you got the top 5 gonna make it. St. Brown, Jameson Williams, Khalif Raymond, Tim Patrick, Isaac Tesla. So really, for the most part, if they keep 6, especially with their injury history, I would more than likely I would probably go with Jackson Meeks. Bigger body receiver, you know what I'm saying, can get down the field. I'll probably go with the bigger body guy. Because you got so many guys that everybody else can go on the inside, So I'll probably go with Jackson Meeks, but Levitt was doing well. He was doing well. So he most likely fall on the practice squad, but yeah, then you probably don't keep 3 quarterbacks. Me personally, I would go trade for Jameis Winston to go sign Carson Wentz. That's me personally. You got to remember too, if a quarterback go down, you got a guy like Kirk Cousins in Atlanta. So Atlanta gonna hold on to Kirk Cousins. So if somebody lose a quarterback, somebody trade for Kirk Cousins to hold it down. But if they keep 6 or 7 receivers, it's pretty much going to be in my opinion, it's pretty much going to be two quarterbacks. Yup, they only gonna carry two quarterbacks. So yeah, that's what I believe. So, but a lot of people feel like Hendon Hooker ain't get a fair shot. It is what it is. But yeah, I mean, I think those are the ones that's gonna make it. But usually, I think my man's name Lion Syndicate, he brought up a great point. He said that Brad Holmes usually favors guys that he's drafted over guys coming in. So he believed that they might go with Dominic Levitt because they drafted him and not Jackson Meeks. Look here, Jackson Meeks is performing. He performing. Levitt was too. He got injured, but Meeks is getting it done down the field, and that's what you want. He getting it done. So, bigger body guy can get down the field. Sign me up. Sign me up for that. It's enough of those shifty, little small guys, off the slide. We've seen enough of those. But like I said, it'll be interesting. It's good to have an abundance of talent that you gotta, at a position. It's good. You gotta nitpick who you want or don't want. That's a good thing to have. That's a great issue to have. So, but me personally, I will go with Meeks, Tesla, Patrick, Raymond, Williams, St. Brown. Those would be the 6 that I would go with. This raggedy ass road. Those would be the 6 that I would rock out with. So that's my opinion on it. I don't see them keeping 7. I think at the most they keep 6. So, but yeah. So at least they got some security at the wide receiver position. I know you kind of beat up at corner right now, but we'll see what happens. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe. I don't know why this road so right. It don't like there's no bumps on this road. It's crazy. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and all my other platforms inside the link tree. My main channel, my Free Game 89 channel. Check it out. Peace.